Oh hey guys! This video is going to have a lot of swearing in it. I don't really know if I can post videos with loads of swearing in on YouTube without getting some sort of problem with that. I don't know. But I had so many people ask me how to swear in English, how to insult people by swearing in English, and I think actually it's a really interesting and important topic, not because I'm like, oh, I want you to swear at people and insult people, but actually just because in English, well, we swear a lot, and swearing is so prevalent in films and TV shows and music, etc. Basically everything in life. Even if you don't want to swear and you don't want to be rude in that way, it's still good to be able to recognize the words, recognize the sentiment behind people saying stuff, etc, etc. So this is really for you to learn. It's not just for me to teach you bad words so you speak bad English, but you know, it's for you to be able to recognize swearing and bad language when you see it. And I am a huge believer in that if you're going to learn English or another language, you should learn the way that native people speak, because it's going to make you feel, you know, more like yourself. It's going to make you fit in with people more. That means, you know, people will find you more acceptable socially, and it's going to make you feel more comfortable because you actually feel like you're using the language like a normal English speaker. So before we start, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please click the button because I have so many more videos coming for you that you are going to love. Also, if you could give this video a little like, just a little like, that will help people to find my videos so I can help them to learn English that's useful for them and help them to become more fluent speakers, because I know that a lot of you out there are just desperate to learn English and you're desperate to speak like a native speaker. So thank you so much if you already liked and subscribed. I have to say that I am British, so swearing is very common in our culture, and I do swear a bit, but I don't swear too much. And there are some words that I don't really say because I feel like they're just not my style. But I'm going to cover them in this video anyway because they may be your style, or you may hear them in films or whatever and you want to know what they mean and how to use them. So basically this video is for two reasons. One, to be able to recognize swear words, and two, to be able to use them effectively if you so wish. So let's get started. So first of all, the first thing that you really need to know, exclamations and interjections. For example, if you drop something and it breaks, you're going to say something, you're going to say, oh, and in English, we normally follow that oh, or we replace it with a swear word. For a lot of us, it comes very naturally. So in this instance, you may hear fuck. Okay, fuck. And oh my god, we love this word fuck in English. We use it in so many ways, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later, but for now, fuck. We could also say fucking hell. I'm very British, so I say it like fucking hell, but you may hear fucking hell or fucking hell as well. Another one, holy shit. Holy shit. So for example, if you drop something or if something really bad happens, you're gonna go holy shit. You can also just delete holy and just say shit. Oh, shit. I keep hitting hands. Getting excited with these swear words. Yeah, so you can say just shit. And actually I have a video. One of the first videos that I recorded for this channel was how to pronounce the word shit. Because somebody asked me, do we say shit or do we say shite? Well, it's shit, but you can also say shite. Anyway, what else can we say? We can say, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, this is not cool. I'm not happy. This is a big surprise. What the fuck? You can also say, fuck me. You could.
But fuck me, that was fast.
Fuck me. And it's not an invitation. You're not saying to people, okay, you can come and engage or interact with me in that way, but it's just fuck me. It means shit. It's just an exclamation. And just because I'm British, I'm gonna give you two really British exclamations. So the first one is bloody fuck.
Are you crazy?
You're fucking paranoid,
You are fucking,
man.
you are fucking.
You fucking, you bloody.
You bloody.
You bloody. Mother bloody fuck.
Bloody fuck. So as you know, in Britain we use this word bloody a lot, bloody hell. I have to say bloody, it's not a swear word, although it's not really appropriate to always use it like at work or in a professional situation, but it's not actually classed as a swear word. So you can say bloody hell and it's not a swear word. But if you say bloody fuck or bloody shit, those two are swearing. Or you could say bleeding hell. Bleeding hell. In British English, this is quite common. It's like a bit of a jokey way to exclaim. It's not a swear word though. Spelt bleeding hell, but we say bleeding hell, and it's like bloody hell. Okay, maybe somebody's annoying you and you want them to go away, okay? We have so many ways to say go away in English, and most of them are pretty rude. First one you can try is fuck off.
Fuck off!
Fuck off is pretty direct. If you say fuck off, well, people are gonna know you're not really particularly very happy. But you can kind of use it in a jokey way as well, in very informal situations, okay? Not with your boss, not with your teacher. Never say, oh, fuck off to your teacher. Oh my God. We also have the lovely piss off. Piss off. And piss is urine. So when you say piss off, well, it doesn't really make sense. Piss off, urine off. Okay, that doesn't make sense. But we use it a lot, and it's kind of a weaker version of fuck off. You could also say go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. That's pretty strong. Only say it to like somebody if you're really, really annoyed with them. Next one is very... I just keep laughing. This video is gonna be so short for you guys. It's so long for me because I keep stopping to laugh. Okay, so yeah, you can also say go fuck off and die. This is really, it is kind of mean, you know? And some cultures, if you tell somebody to fuck off and die, that's pretty, it's not nice, it's really mean. And it is mean in English, but you know, we do use it to tell people to go away. And you know, when you're a kid and you have arguments with your brother or your sister, that happens a lot. You may say, oh, fuck off and die. And it's a very childlike way to say, go away. Sounds weird to say, oh, children use this lovely phrase. Even they don't say it in front of their parents, obviously. But I remember, you know, sometimes me and my brother and my sister did tell each other to fuck off and die. You don't really mean it, okay? Another one you could say is get fucked. Get fucked. I don't know if I need to explain to you guys, but the verb to fuck means to faire l'amour. Very romantic in French, but in English it means to have sex. Most of our insults are based around having sex or toilet activities or toilet materials, poop and pee. So when you tell somebody to get fucked, I mean, it kind of sounds like, go have sex, but actually it's not supposed to be a nice thing. It's a way to say go away. And then we also have shut the fuck up. So basically, you know, it's like shut up. I don't want to hear what you have to say, but if you want to take it up a level and you want to be really rude, you can say shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to even listen to your bullshit. So you've had some exclamations and you've had some ways to tell people to go away. So now let's look at some insults. Some insulting swear words. We all maybe need them from time to time, or we want to be able to recognize them when we watch English movies or English speaking TV series. So you may hear son of a bitch. I mean, it's not nice. It's an insult. So it's not supposed to be nice. Before I tell you more insults, remember, in British culture, we do use insults as a joke. You really have to pay attention to the way in which somebody says something, okay? Because if I say to my friend, oh, fuck off, or oh, fuck off, those are pretty light-hearted and pretty informal. But if I say to somebody, fuck off, you can hear that I'm angry. You can tell by my face as well. But in another context, you may hear me say, oh, fuck off. Pay real attention to the context and to the body language as well. Because honestly, British culture and British humor is built on insults, and insulting your friends and family is a way to show that you care about them. I know it's very strange, but this is British culture. And if you don't understand it, you're gonna think people are insulting you all the time when actually they really like you. And now let's try another insult. You look like shit. Or you're a shithead. They're not very nice. You're basically saying that somebody has the appearance of a poop. I mean, that's not really very nice, but we're here to insult people, okay? We're not here to be nice. And next one is you're a piece of shit. Very direct and it's very to the point. You don't look like a piece of poop. You are literally a piece of poop. Kind of mean. You can also say you have shit for brains. I mean, that's, I think, fairly obvious. You're telling somebody that their brain is a poop. Shit for brains means that you're stupid. It's actually really mean. Now, let's take this word fuck. I said earlier in the video that we love to use this word fuck. We do. We love this word. And we can use it to insult people or to be really angry, but we can also use it to show energy and passion and excitement for something. So everything depends on the context. So if you want to take an insult such as son of a bitch and make it even more insulting, you can add fucking in there. Fucking son of a bitch. So much more effort to say all those words, but the effect is really, really good. Shithead, try and take it up a level. You're a fucking shithead. You're not just a shithead, you're a fucking shithead. Or you're a fucking piece of shit. You have fucking shit for brains. The word fucking adds a super intense level of insult to the insult. Now let's take a look at some ways to insult women. I do not like any of these words. As a woman myself, I will not allow or accept anybody to call me these words because it's not right to talk about a woman in this way. I come from Britain. You may come from a different country that has a different way of life, but in Britain, women have freedom in all different ways, okay? So I want you to bear that in mind with these insults. So if you want to insult a woman, you may use the word bitch. A bitch. Now, it can be pretty insulting and nasty, but at the same time it can be a very light insult, and people are using bitch a lot now, and even using it as a way to be like, oh yeah, she's my friend, she's my bitch.
It's Britney, bitch.
It really depends on the context. Another good word is slut. We have slut, we have slag, we have hoe. All of these words you may hear, and these words are used basically to refer to a woman as being sexually promiscuous. You can also compare a woman to certain animals. For example, a dog, cow. You can even call her a daft cow. Dog means that she's ugly and not very attractive. Cow means that she's like a nasty person or she's overweight. And daft cow means that you're a bit overweight and you're stupid. So, you know, none of these are really very nice. So if you do hear them, that's what they mean. Now, it wouldn't be fair to give you words to insult women without insulting men, because I'm all about equality. We can use these for women as well, but I think we generally use them more with men. Let's have a look at them. So first one is asshole. Asshole. Now I have to explain what an asshole is. An asshole is your bum hole. Your bum hole. So when you call someone an asshole, you're calling them the hole that the poop comes out. It's not very nice. We have asshole, but if you want to be a little bit more elegant, you could say asshole. You really are an asshole. And now we have quite a few different beautiful insults related to the penis. We have dickhead, knobhead, knob, dick, cocksucker, dick sucker. And then we have one related to the women's parts, which is pussy. I don't really like to say that word in front of people, but I say it for you because it's a really, really common word these days. And now I'm gonna give you some super British insults. Maybe you're learning British English, but I'm gonna help you to insult British people because this will help you to make friends. I'm not joking, it really will, because this is our humor. First one is bell end. Bell end, and a bell end is the end of the penis. Then we also have twat.
Posh twat.
Twat is like, oh my god, it's my favorite insult and it's super British.
You twat.
When you're really angry, you could be like, you twat.
Well, I'm not spending another second in this house with you utter twat!
Just perfect. It says everything. Also, twat is a very disgusting word for a woman's genitalia. Next, we also have prick. And prick is a penis again, but it's a very small penis. So you can call somebody a small penis now. And then we have the ultimate in British insults. Tosser and wanker. Tosser and wanker are super, super, super British, and they're normally shouted at people when people are drunk or something. You know, they're like, oh, you tosser, oh, you fucking wanker. I don't like these words, I don't use them. For me, they feel a bit like what very masculine drunk men use, and it's not something that I would ever say, but I wholeheartedly approve of twat.
You're such a twat.
And let's look at emotions very, very quickly. You can say I'm pissed off. That means you're angry. I fucked it off. It means I had enough, so I just stopped doing it. And then you could also say I fucked up, or I fucked it up. And it means I tried to do something, but I did not succeed. In fact, I just made a complete mess of it. Now, just before I end this video, I'm gonna explain to you how we can use fucking in a good way to show passion, enthusiasm, or energy, or excitement. Let's look at some examples. Let's fucking do this! It means I'm ready, let's go, I'm gonna do this. We can add in fucking and add some extra enthusiasm. Or what about fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! It means that I'm excited, I'm happy, I agree. Whatever you're saying yes to, you're saying it with enthusiasm. Another one, fuck me. I know I said before that this is normally swearing exclamation. This can also show surprise or enthusiasm. Fuck me, that's cool. Fuck me, that's amazing. You see? And then what about just that's fucking amazing? Again, enthusiasm, excitement really expresses your surprise. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now you know how to swear beautifully in English. My brother's calling me. Probably going to answer with, all right, bitch, what's up? Because that's just how we talk to each other, because we're British. I really want to make sure that you learn English that's actually English, you know, not just the nice English that you learn at school. Everything is pronounced very, very nicely. Hell no, because we don't speak like that the majority of the time. The majority of native speakers aren't going to be all, hello, my name is John with you. No, they're going to be like, you're right, mate, my name's John. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also click subscribe if you haven't already, because I have so many more videos coming for you that you're gonna love. So I'm gonna see you in the next video. Ciao for now.